Hey everyone, welcome to another hunt video. Today we're going to be fighting Ukanlos, so let's get on with this. And here he is, Ukanlos. So when you first spawn in, you want to run immediately. Oh god, I'm going to get hit by that ice, yep. So here's one of the effects he does. Little snowman, you get stuck in this snowball form, which is quite annoying. Your cat can knock you out of it, and if you're playing with people, they can knock you out of it as well. I thought spinning, yeah. I think spinning gets you out of it. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if that's in this generation or a future one. But anyway, so as you can see, Ukanlos is quite similar to last episode, a Cantor, in the sense that it's a giant flying wyvern, not an elder dragon. Once again, it's a flying wyvern. He is just a big ice version. He is quite different, well, looks-wise, he is a bit different. Like, he looks the same, but different. Like, if you see his face, he's about to jump, so I have to show you in a second, but he's not, like, massively spiky. He's got like a mohawk of a spike down his back, and see his chin, it's a big shovel. That's one of the things I love about him, and this move you got to watch out for as well, because that is a pain to avoid. And when he does this, he throws 2 rocks back, which will turn you into a snowman if you get hit, so you got to be careful with that. And the same thing that I said with a Cantor, if you are going to fight him and you have a blade weapon, try and cut his tail off, just because it reduces that range of his tail flick. This move, it just reduces this range, because his tail can pretty much hit his head. Not quite, but you know, it's close. So if you can remove that range, it will help quite a bit. So Ukanlos was first introduced in this game, Monster Hunter Free Me Night. He is the final boss of Monster Hunter Free Me Night. He wasn't in games before, this is the first one he was in. He's quite a strong monster, he's D rank only of course. He is quite a strong monster, and he's, as you would expect, weak against fire. That's why I brought this weapon. This is the Silver Rathalos longsword. It's very good. Has a good amount of fire at least. He has also been in a few other games. He was in Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. He was only high rank in that, because Portable 3rd only goes up to high rank. And then he was in 4 Ultimate and G Ultimate, or Generations Ultimate, I may say, and normal Generations. And one of Ukanlos' signature moves, which he hasn't done yet, he might do it right now, is a swim. It's like a dive where he this move. He comes out of the ground and it's like he does that. I don't know what that's called, but he does that. The swim through the ice, and you really want to watch out for that because it does track you. So try and just stick to the side, and then when he gets close, you have to watch out. He has to be quite close. Then you can Superman if you can't avoid it anyway. But you have to be careful because you can get stuck. Like if you Superman, he will still hit you because in the swim, he slows down like in a part of this. Okay, I don't know how I got hit there, but whatever. So Ukanlos is one of those monsters that I struggled with a decent amount back when I first played Free Me Night. I don't find him too hard now. I will, there is a bit, I do still find him hard, but not super hard. It's just because he's such a big monster, you don't have access to your camp, you have to Farcaster if you want to go back or die, and there's no supply items. Oh god, that's close. So you got to be really careful. If you're going to do this quest, you're going to want to bring max potions, ancient potions, or at least max potions, probably like well done steaks, that sort of stuff, so you can restock. And he is too big to use traps on him, so there's no point bringing those. I do have them in my inventory just because I didn't want to change my inventory loadout because I'll probably forget to restock it. But yeah, it's just like a Cantor. Traps won't work. Even though he is a flying wyvern and not an elder, he's just too big to use traps on. And in Monster Hunter Free Me Night, hunting Ukanlos will give you an award on the guild card, so if you're trying to get all the awards, you're going to have to hunt him. I mean, if you want to fully complete the story, or, whatever the story is in these old games, there's not really much of a story. But if you're wanting to get all the awards, you're going to have to successfully hunt him, because, as I said, it's one of the awards. I think he's moving over here. Yeah, so he does that sometimes when he digs. I'll say most of the time when he digs, he does the swim, though. It is not as often for him to do just that move, that move that he did just there. And just like a Cantor, if you attack his back legs a bunch, you can trip him over. It's quite good, especially for, if you haven't been able to get too much damage in, you want to get some damage in, you can hit his back legs. And the back legs are relatively protected. Like, you do have to watch out for, on the left leg, the tail swipe, and a few other moves. But, like, a lot of the time the legs are quite safe to hit, the back legs, that is. Especially, like, if you compare it to, say, hitting the head. The head is a very risky spot to hit. He at least doesn't have defense down like a Cantor does, so it's not as risky, but it's still, you're going to get a lot of damage done if he hits you. And Ukanlos came surprisingly far down on the list on the 20th anniversary Hunter's Choice. Okay, come on, I got hit by, like, the snow mist or something. But yeah, so the 20th anniversary thing, he came 107th. I was genuinely expecting him to be higher up in the ranking. So that actually surprises me quite a lot, because I believe a Cantor was slightly higher. Actually, I'm just going to quickly check. Yeah, so a Cantor came 44th, and Ukanlos came 107th. Also, his roar made no sound there. So I'm kind of curious why people like a Cantor so much more than Ukanlos. Let me know what you guys like in the comments below. Do you guys prefer a Cantor over Ukanlos? Maybe it's just because, I don't know actually. That's strange. I genuinely would have thought Ukanlos would have been similar placing or even higher placing than a Cantor. And for breaking parts on Ukanlos, you can of course cut his tail off, as I said. You can break his chin, like you can break his little chin off, you can chip it. You can break his front arms, and I believe you can break his back. There might be another spot that you can break. I'm not sure if you can break, like, the chest. I can't remember. But those are the ones that I do know for certain you can break, because I remember doing it. Now, honestly, pretty much, if you were able to successfully hunt a Cantor and you didn't have too many issues, you're probably not going to struggle heaps with Ukanlos, I'll say. I mean, you might struggle a little bit, simply because you have to survive a bit longer, because obviously Ukanlos is G rank only, so it has more health, does more damage, etc. And also the swim move, honestly, it takes a minute to learn. Like, if you're fighting him and you're not able to avoid the swim move, don't be too hard on yourself. It's honestly quite a hard move to avoid. You have to kind of learn where you can go to actually avoid it. And it could be a bit tricky, because I remember when I first played, I struggled quite a bit avoiding that, and then I eventually learned how to do it. It took me a minute though. I didn't learn it straight away. I remember me and my brother and my friend and all that, we failed Ukanlos many times before we successfully did it years and years ago. And my friend, we never even fully successfully did his Ukanlos, like his Urgent, we still never did it. So it does show he can be quite a hard monster. And one of the other big things, like, you know, if you're not having too much of an issue actually fighting him, but you're failing on time, that is an issue. Because I do remember having that issue back in the day where, like, you know, you were able to survive long enough, but you just couldn't do enough damage in time. And that can easily happen, especially if you're having to avoid a lot of attacks, and there's the trip. So yeah, definitely hitting those back legs is good. But yeah, so like, you can fail on time just because, like, you know, G rank scaling, he has a lot more health than, you know, say a Cantor or something like that. So it can take a minute to get used to the extra health, and if you're like constantly having to avoid attacks, you might not be able to do enough damage in time. And same with the Cantor, if you're playing with people, he does the run move, so try and keep people bunched up. We should all stay near the monster, like, you know, we don't want someone like over there, like, you know, oh okay, I got hit by that, but we don't want someone over there, like the back of the area, because then he's just gonna, oh god. Oh, come on, what are these hitboxes? But yeah, if someone's over there, he's just gonna run to them or swim to them, and someone's gonna get hit. And Ukanlos is one of those monsters that's kind of like one of my top monsters. Like, he is one of my favorites from Freedom Unite. He's just a really cool design. It's just like a Cantor. I like the way he looks, and just like everything about him's really cool. And yes, I haven't cut this tail off yet, by the way. But yeah, I really do like him. He's quite a cool design, quite a cool monster, and it's one of those monsters just like a Cantor that I really hope gets added into Wilds or the future Wilds DLC. Honestly, both of them would just be absolutely perfect in Wilds, and I will be very happy if I get to see them come in Wilds. It'll just be so good. And another move that he does, as well as that shovel attack there, he does an ice beam where he'll shoot an ice beam down at the ground, and when that hits the ground, like he does it in front of him, it throws ice chunks everywhere, and each ice chunk can make you get the snowman effect. So if he does that, you're going to have to watch out. It can be quite a pain to avoid. And just like Ukanlos, when he gets angry, he does a roar, which can damage you, just like that. Here's that laser beam move I was talking about that shoots ice beams, ice rocks everywhere. It can be quite annoying to avoid at times, especially if you're directly in front of him. In relation to related monsters, he only, in mainline series, he has one, which is of course a Cantor. He does have one which was in Frontier. I don't know how to pronounce its name. Odibatsu. Yeah, I've got no idea how to pronounce its name. But it's a similar type monster, but that's in Frontier anyway. So if you're not going to be playing Frontier, you're not going to be experiencing that unless they ever bring it to mainline. In Freedom Unite, you only have to deal with the snowman effect with Ukanlos, but if you're watching this and you're fighting him, you know, say 3rd gen onwards, so like Portable 3rd onwards, he will inflict Ice Blight as well. It's just Ice Blight doesn't, I don't believe it exists in this game yet. So for now, it only does the snowman effect, but if you're playing Portable 3rd, 4 Ultimate GU, etc., he will also do Ice Blight, so just keep that in mind, depending on which version you're fighting. So also, if you've only fought him in the future games, just keep in mind that in this one, there isn't going to be any Ice Blight, so you won't have to worry about that. And speaking of people that have fought him in newer games and maybe haven't fought him in Freedom Unite, so maybe you're watching this to prepare for it. Oh my god, that swim is such a pain. But maybe you're watching this to prepare for it. He's basically a more basic version in this game, because like, In Portable Third, he has, I think it's like 1 or 2 extra moves, and in the other games he has a few extra moves as well. But in this, it's basic, very, very basic, rudimentary monster. Like, he does the tail swipe, he does the slam, he does the roar, the shovel attack, the ice laser attack. There's not too many more. He doesn't do that big spin around attack that he does in Portable Third, so you won't have to worry about that. That's same with the Cantor as well. He doesn't do it. Neither of them do it in this game. Also, just a random little fun fact that I saw on the wiki. Apparently, Ukanlos in Freebie Night has the oh god, I'm gonna get hit by this. Has the highest payout quest of any quest in the game, because you get 60,000 Zenny in this quest. So if you're playing Freebie Night and you're needing some money and you don't have too many issues with your Ukanlos, give that a go. You'll get 60,000 Zenny. So yeah, maybe do that a couple of times and you'll be able to probably afford whatever you're needing, I would assume. Because, I mean, let's say you do it 2 or 3 times. I don't think you're going to need more than that, I wouldn't imagine. But yeah, so as you can see, Ukanlos can be very hard. He is definitely a strong monster. I probably should have been fighting him a bit better this whole entire time, but it's alright. I mean, we should still be getting him down, because using this fire weapon, honestly, is going to help a lot. Oh god, I didn't realize what he was doing. Because, like, as I said, he's weak against fire, and I'm using a very strong fire weapon, so that should definitely help. I mean, we'll have him down soon, hopefully, but we've only got 1 herb left, so it's not looking too good. Oh, there we go. I was getting kind of scared that we weren't going to do it in time. 7 minutes left. So that right there really shows you how much of a struggle it can be to kill Ukanlos. It can be quite hard. And there we go, guys. So that's going to be the end of this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to join the channel as a member, you can. I'll show up on screen now the members we have. Thank you all very much. And yeah, so the next episodes, I'll probably begin going on to some of the elders that I haven't done, and then Fatalis is at the end, maybe. And then I don't know what will happen from there, but I guess we'll find out. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you then.